Week 16 of the Belgian Pro League. It's the Brussels derby that headlines this week. First against third, Union going across town to Anderlecht, with second place Club Brugge hosting struggling Royal Antwerp. A top six clash between Sint-Truiden in fourth, and sixth place Ghent. There's Dende Westlo, Zulte Waregem Cercle, the Shock Hennier between Charleroi and Le Louvière, plus Genk Leuven. First of all, the Acte de Kazerne from Mechelen Standard.
The show must go on. The Malines were flying high, fifth at the midway point of the Belgian Pro League season and looking for higher. Against them tonight, Arusha's side still struggling with inconsistency, but a chance of barging into the top seven tonight. All they have to do is win here for the first time in 9 visits. From Acte de Kazerne, it's Mechelen against Standard Liège. Pushed forward by Mohamed Al Akouri, and that moved in the air. Miras recovering in time. The last decisive result in this game was 6 matches ago in the European playoffs in 24. That's a great ball across, and it's side netting from Mesatu. Out of nothing. They worked it quick, and Mesatu stole in and just wide. Delivery was good. Header wasn't straight at all. Back across by Moore once more. And in front of goal, swept just wide by Karamoko. What a very good opening for Standard Liège. Cross was good, and Standard Liège are in front. Dennis Ayenza. 10 minutes into the second half, deadlock broken. On a night when the big fear is that it wouldn't have been. What a lovely goal. Master pulling it across. And it bounced off Karamoko and almost in for an own goal. Good recovery, Apollo. Mechelen putting the foot down. Good quick throw by Rahman. That was sharp, that was clever. Secretary pulling it across. Bill Antonio straight away. Gets the shot in. First touch of the ball in the match. 5 minutes of normal time to go. Zaves going over to take. Standard pulling everybody back. Bill Antonio. He'll be surrounded quickly. Zaves with a chance to cross. Plenty of red shirts up. Went deep. Backwards. Apollo with a challenge. And then the strike by Laberbach. Apollo's challenge interesting. One of those that'll certainly get a cursory glance plaque by the VAR Bert Boot. Probably did enough to get the ball, but they have to check it anyway. It's a big win on the road for Standard Liège, because all of a sudden, they're 7th in the table. It's only a second home loss of the season for Mechelen. They don't protect 5th spot this weekend. They can be overtaken.
Dender have been rock bottom since week 1, but now showing major signs of revival. Only 1 loss and 4 in the league, and last week earning their first victory of the season, 2-0 Royal Antwerp. They haven't won in front of their own fans of the league yet this season, but did edge out Olympic Charleroi in the cup here. Westlo have 1 win in 10 in all competitions and are dropping down the table like a stone. 12th at kick-off time, only a win would guarantee Issam Shara and company don't fall into the bottom 4 this weekend. It's the first meeting of the Mbamba brothers in professional football. Noah for Dender, Lucas for Westerlo. Good ball up towards Lucas Mbamba, and the challenge at the back from Ferraro, and it's a penalty straight away for Westerlo. Ferraro giving it away. And of the Mbamba brothers, it's Lucas to the fore first. Goes down, spot kick. What a chance after a dozen minutes. It's Issei Sakamoto from the spot for Westerlo. It's saved! A brilliant save by Guillaume Deitch. In for the injured Michael Phillips, and a superb stop. That's a big fillip for Dender. Pushed on well by Bruno Gonçalves. Ferraro across. Nice ball. Tchaikovsky scores for Dender. He's netted in back-to-back games. And Dender are in front before half-time. What a ball whipped in by Ferraro, who gave the penalty away. And Tchaikovsky didn't need much time to think about it. He just drove it in low past Jungdahl. And Dender are in front. Could Dender make it 2 wins in a row? They're on the way. Westerlo have much to do in this second half. Good ball knocked in long. That was quality. That's a penalty. Another one. Well, all of a sudden, Ferry in there. Down he goes. And it's a spot kick. Aliassad managed taking this spot kick, and he's put it in. Westerlo equalise. 5 minutes after the restart. Their travelling support appreciating that. What a good spot kick. That's a really good break forward by Sambu. Played it out wide. That could go anywhere. It's in. Brilliant Simba. 5 minutes after being dragged back level, Dender lead again. And for Haik Milken, that will do very nicely indeed. Well, they plenty forward. Tchaikovsky going for it, didn't reach it. He stepped aside, and Nsimba taps it in. His 5th of the season for the league. And Dender in front again. Well, these haven't been 2 of the most spectacular sides this season, but they're giving us a spectacular game, and Ferry makes it 2-2. Midway through the second half, Nacho Ferry equalises. Oh, what a game this is in the rain in Dendelieu. A cracking ball played forward by Arthur Peedford, and suddenly Nacho Ferry was in, one-on-one with Deitch, and he scored it. Between the 2 centre-backs, the score. Stoppage time opportunities. Peedford thought about it. Opportunity for Dender to break away if they can. They've gotten themselves into trouble. Cadero looping it. Only just over the top. Well, what a chance that was. Right at the end for Antonio Cadero in the 2nd minute of stoppage time. It finishes 2-2. Another point for Dender. More pressure on the teams only just above them. 1 loss in 5 in the league. They're hoovering up points now. 1 win in 11 for Westerlo. 8 points picked up from the last 10 league games. That may not be enough to save them from falling into the bottom 4 this weekend. Dender 2, Westerlo 2. Last season, Cercle Bruges were Belgium's last side standing in Europe. Now they're locked in the bottom 4. The nothing a win today couldn't solve for Onur Sinel, Austria's World Cup assistant coach. 10 without a win. Sven van den Broek Zulte break into the top 6 if they get the victory today. Both have shown poor form lately. Certainly bright for Zulte the first few weeks of the season. Ibrahim Diakite getting into Agyagum. Back for Gary Magnier. Nice ball in. Steven Gura hits the post. Oh, what a stall. That would have been after 2 minutes to Cercle Bruges. That's why he's their top scorer. Wouldn't have counted though. Offside. That's a cracking ball down the line. Excellent by Aaron Bieg to get Joseph Opoku in. Great ball for Nyssen. Penalty. The challenge by Flavio Nizinho. And no doubt from referee Massimiliano Leder straight away, pointing for the spot kick. Clumsy more than anything else, and missed time by Nizinho. What a good spot kick. Solidly past Maxime de Lange in the Cercle goal. 1-0. His second of the season. Cercle looking for a response straight away. Good ball up by Nazinho. Aiden Diaz's cross. Well, that was superb. And Gora let him run. Oh, what a fine effort that was. Manier's effort. And Brent Gabriel with the save. A perky stop. Cercle in search of the equaliser immediately. Oh, what a belter. Beautiful ball by Jeppe Ehrenbjerg. He's got Joseph Opoku away again. Opoku's got a lot happening. And meant to let it roll. Oh, what a stop by de Lange. Ake's try. A sweet move, and yet again the league top scorer Jeppe Ehrenbjerg involved, and Opoku. Good cross. It came through towards Ake ultimately. Great save. Brilliant goalkeeping from both keepers. It was brought on well by Utkus, and Agyakam hits the crossbar. It's going to fall invitingly in front of goal, and a cross in, it's in! Oumar Diakite, but it won't count. Just in an offside position when the shot came in. One count. And the crowd goes wild. Well, it is pelting. Yasinho's corner. Utkus! A minute into the second half. Cercle level, Edgar Utkus. A decent flick home, first time. What a corner by Nazinho. And he wasn't really picked up at all. Got past Ehrenbjerg, 1-1. Yannick Capello with the Zulte Waregem corner. Lots to aim for. Tanger! Almost another for Anton Tanger. A proper leader, the Zulte captain. So close to his and his club's second. But making a lot happen from set pieces in this game, Zulte Waregem. Played in deep, and Jelle Vossen has an impact immediately. It's a goal. Vossen turns it in. But will it count? I'm not sure it will. Yeah, bumped the goalkeeper. It's an own goal. But it's going to get chalked off, surely. He was just standing there, but with intent. A point doesn't help either side, really. Cercle with no wins in the last 11 league games. 6 points from draws picked up in that time, but no wins. And they're not leaving the bottom four this weekend. Likewise, Zulte haven't won in 5. 4 points in that time, only 1 loss. They too are losing ground. Zulte Waregem 1, Cercle Bruges 1. A damn night for the Charcanier. Lelouvier won the previous encounter between these two in August, while losing the last 2 to Royal Antwerp. And last week, right at the end to Anderlecht. Charleroi of the last 4 have won 2 and lost 2. Pipped last week by Club Brugge. Fluker's corner for Charleroi. Decent delivery. Great ball in towards the centre to Traore's in! And it was only just missed by Piano, the player of the month. The Lelouvier goalkeeper. Almost in. But Lelouvier survive. Well, what a chance to Traore down, and almost an own goal, and then handball. Piano somehow saved that. A lot going on in there. Nothing but set pieces so far, in by Maxime Pau. Probably the night for it, really. Pau again. Good chance. Monday! Oh! Well, what an opening for Lelouvier to hit the front. Close to half-time. Good cross in by Maxime Pau. And the little flick header. Just across and wide by Joelito. Breakers on. Scheidler. Here goes Patrick Fluke. Has a bit of support. Gagnon's on the way in now. Pass Piano. And no goal. Stopped by Lassani. Bit humdrum so far, eh? Very, very well claimed. Bernier. Bernier could go all the way, but it's side netting from Antoine Bernier. He followed his own path. Scheidler looking for a little bit of room. As Mohamed Kone back at the side knocks along, and Scheidler got there. Cleared away, not far. Fluke short. Scheidler again, plenty looking for it. Tatraoui went for it. Just wide from Yassine Tatraoui. Not a bad try. Right down the middle, Aurelien Scheidler. Straight at Payano. Anything coming in the last minute. Scheidler waiting in the middle. Now a chance for Golan for the cross. And Cheketa hits the crossbar in the 89th minute. It was a terrific cross. And that's the closest we've come to a goal all game. He scored the winner against Anderlecht, and so close to it here. Stalemate in the shock, Hennier. More points dropped for both. Charleroi only just edged out by Club Brugge last week. Will have wanted much better than this. But the derby of Hainaut ends Charleroi 0, Le Louviers 0.
It's been one of the hottest fixtures this decade. Between them, they've won 5 of the last 6 titles. Club Brugge still pushing for glory, for the 2023 double winners in a huge battle for top flight survival. Their coach has not. From the Jan Breidel, it's Club Brugge against Royal Antwerp. Adekami on the way, and he did well, Adekami! Found Thibaut Summers out the near post. Went for a short one this time, and a clever one. And the little flick hits the post from Summers now. Good header, very much unmarked. Van Aken going low, it's Carlos Forbes! Didn't reach it at all, didn't meet it at all. Got that totally wrong. Chiarte heading away. Tasoldi did well. Got the final shot over the top, but what a good opening for Nicolo Tasoldi. Adekami with the free kick. Oh, he's done that. Van den Heuvel back to push it over the top straight away. 3 minutes after coming on for Mignolet for the second half. He's pushed it over the top. Forbes taking it away. His play on. It's a good foot put in by Yuta Tsunishima. Rafael Onyedika getting it out wide. This is Christos Solis. Solis with a cross. Van Aken with the header. Nisawa down well to save. Both defences really being stretched now. Van Aken towards the near post, but Mekki is moving down. Vermont doing the same, and Van Aken up there! Good save! Oh, just wide from Mekela! What an opening for Club Brugge that was! Nisawa with a very good stop. But sprawling for the rebound, Van Aken in. Mekela pouncing. Couldn't quite steer it into the net. What a great chance. What an opening in front of goal this is, though. Van der Plas is watching on. Watch Onyedika here. It's Sander Diggs coming in on goal. Controls it. Comes off the arm of Onyedika. It's a penalty for Antwerp. 11 minutes to go. And it's saved by Van der Havel. And the rebound's over by Adekane. He has skied the rebound. Van der Havel on his league debut for Club Brugge. Coming on at half-time. And a massive save. Brought on by Babadi. Short for Benitez. Babadi into Hamdawi, pulls it back and it's in the net! And the shock is on! Benitez! Extraordinary! Antwerp having the penalty saved, but they strike anyway! In the 88th minute. Christos Solis is going to take it. Solis going deep, big pressure on Nizawa. Punched over for another corner. It's the 9th of the game for Club Brugge now. They've had 75% of the ball, 28 attempts. And it is a miracle. Antwerp, for only the second time in 27 visits without a coach, the new coach in the stands, have come to Club Brugge and they have beaten Club Brugge and they are out of the relegation zone. Utterly incredible.
Genk European heroes during the week, beating FC Basel 2-1 in the Europa League, but only 1 point from the last 2 games in the Belgian Pro League. Leuven starting off under Felicia Massa with 2 wins and a draw, edged out by 4th place Sint-Truiden last week. Leuven still as a result in the bottom 4. Genk had a real drive and enthusiasm about themselves on Thursday. Kratzis in support, plenty waiting in the middle. Elouadi, the newly crowned Belgian Lion, just wide. Zowski over the free kick. Kratzis with it instead. Oh, and a little backhander that almost went in from Dan Heymans. And Toba Lyson called into action with a very good save. Nice flick by Heymans. How about that for a free kick? Scored a brilliant goal against Basel on Thursday. Leuven haven't attacked much yet. Now they will. Thibaut Verlinden. Came off Elouadi. Van Krombrugge saving it. Kratzis. So exciting. Oh, great back heel. Elouadi's in. Good save, Lyson. Genk creating a lot midway through this first half. Gorgeous by Kratzis. Elouadi benefiting. Good stop. Divine. They've got a lot going on. Adedeji, Sternberg. No, Adedeji back on it again. And Lyson had to scramble across and push it away. Brzozowski. No, Adedeji, Sternberg again. Heymans in support. Adedeji still going. Went for it. Oh my word, didn't he just? And he hit the post as well. What a strike. No, Adedeji, Sternberg really ripped it. Adedeji, Sternberg's corner kick. He's having some match. Konstantinos Kratzis. Lovely chip. Genk with plenty forward. Just wide from the captain, Brian Heinen. Met it sweetly. How much does it feel like a goal is coming? Genk have been almost picture perfect. Brzozowski and Kratzis, the two there as usual. Kratzis, and in by Mujahid Sadiq! That goal was coming, no doubt about it. 3 minutes into the second half, Matchday breaks the deadlock. His second of the season, in ahead of DAZN. Marking opened up, and he's the man. Great surge by Noah Adedesi-Sternberg. Taking them all on. Centred well. Rozovsky blocked. Might have had another stab at it. Brian Haynen. Adedesi again. Angle tight. Must be. Isn't. Oh. Somehow refused to go in. Farabi. They've had so many chances to wrap this up. Kareitzis all the way in. No Adedesi-Sternberg again. Medina outside the area. Medina inside the area. Tempting. Oh, what a really good save by Lyson again. To stop Medina from getting his name in the score sheet in the most wonderful fashion. Beautiful by Heyman to the back heel. And Medina almost scoring. That was going in. Great save. Elouadi's free kick. Beautiful. And so close to a second. Fabulous strike. Closer on thing. Leuven have drifted out this game a lot. They've been battered a lot in the game. Cover! Equalizers! A wonderful cross from a poker. And Sori Kaba into turn at home. His 5th of the season, 3 in the league. He's their top scorer. Who's Sori now? Genk need a response. They're getting what? Elouadi. Kareitzis. Done Heymans! An instant reply for Genk to lead again. Now he's got 5 in the season. It's what they signed him to do. One of the top scorers in the league last season. Leading the line for Charleroi wonderfully. And now doing it for Genk as well. It's only his 2nd league goal since coming from the Zebras. But that's a tidy finish. 2-1. Planted back in again. And now the break could be on here for Genk. It's no Adedesi-Sternberg again. This can wrap it up. He's got it across. Kareitzis! Oh, that would have wrapped it up. 6 minutes to go, 3-1, that surely would have been it. Steered it wide. Good long ball forward by Plettings, and they've got enough in the area. Ikuemeze stopped on the line by Mattis Metz. What a rescue. And Charlie Ikuemeze so close to getting one back. Plenty of options. Oh, included. Here's the breakthrough. This surely to wrap it up for Giresun. Stood tall, did Tova Lyson to save it. That's a win. That means a huge amount to Torsten Fink. And to Genk, they break into the top 6. Only 1 loss in 8 games since falling to champions Union Saint-Gilloise. Leuven the latest victims. Back-to-back losses for OHL, but they haven't been far off in these past 2 games. Racing Genk 2, out heavily, Leuven 1.
The Brussels derby has been a one-sided story since Union Saint-Gilloise came back in the scene. 16 meetings, 12 wins for Union, 1 for Anderlecht. But the Moles look like a coming force again. Their best start in years. Could the title race be an all-Brussels affair? From Lotto Park, the Astrid Park, it's dead against first. Anderlecht against Union Saint-Gilloise. Angelo, brilliant, deflected, in! Vamos! Nilson Angelo with a beauty! Anderlecht lead the derby! On quickly, Itel has Promised David on the way. Promised David with a close control, and he got a shot on target too. Decent stop, Kozemans. Bertuccini, that's a good ball. Lele Camera on the way. He won't. Oh, he will do. Camera's on the way through here into the area for Anderlecht. He's gone down. Young's challenge. Anderlecht won a penalty. For now, they don't have it. Brilliant burst up the pitch. Camera managed to glide through. Hassie feels it should be a spot kick. Kenton Pirard and team will watch that back at Belgian FA headquarters. It was a brilliant break, and he got past Sykes fabulously. Oh, it's a cracking ball forward, and suddenly Patrice is in the area. Louis Patrice. Angle was tight, side netting in the end. Yet to score for Union since coming from St. Troden. Kalili, now that Patrice is on, has moved over to the far flank. And the break is on here. It's Hazard. He has support in the middle from Bertuccini. It's Bertuccini to win it. He hasn't though. Skerpen came out, might have got a fingernail to it. It's a bit more than what Bertuccini got onto it. That was the moment for Anderlecht to win the derby. Surely. Hazard might have gone for it himself. Goal kick long. They've done it! At long last, Anderlecht win a derby against Union. It's only their second in 17 attempts. But on a weekend when everyone else at the top has lost, Anderlecht have won. And they're reeling in Club Brugge.
Kent sixth coming into the weekend, St. Troden fourth. The Canaries enjoying life under hometown boy Wouter Franken. They've won the last three in a row, only one loss in six. For Ivan Leko and Ghent, only two draws in from the last three games. Ito over the free kick. Strong delivery, been held in front of goal, and Davy Rose saved it. An important stop. Atsuki Ito away. Decent ball wide, Delorge tempting, Kukuba missed it. Plenty happening, Skurash up. Ghent keeping plenty up. Here's Atsuki Ito. Smart ball, here's a chance, Skurash! What a save by Kukuba! Flying and spectacular. Oh, good save that was. Skurash from outside the box. Dug out really well. Skurash heading towards the area. Thiago Araujo across goal. Gandelman down. Lawrence Visser having a look and no penalty. He says it was a good break. What's Gandelman at the far post? Was he tangled? Maybe he had a case. No penalty though. Atsuki Ito, tempting a little break. Lots on. Araujo. Kanga, shot early and scored it! Ghent in front after 20 minutes through Wilfried Kanga. A wonderful first-time strike from the former Standard Liège man. Swept it low, swept it home. Super goal. So St. Troden trying to shake themselves back into life. Ryotaro Ito. Good from Ito. Sabawi's in! Past Roof's goal. Great chance to equalise straight away. Elias Sabawi. Plenty of jostling for Ito's corner. He'll fall outside the box, just wide. And it's Sabawi. It's that man again. He's hammering on the door. This one from outside the area. Kanga's got a bit of work to do. This man has power. Kanga almost had another goal. Fine save by Leo Kukubo. Powerful hit. It's beginning to look a lot like, yeah, you know. Corner was short this time. Yamamoto, clever ball in. Abner Muya. Muya! Magnificent! What a way to equalise! Look at where he picked it up. He'd taken the corner, stepped inside, beat quite a few, and found the bottom corner fantastically. 1-1. Got a lot of pace, hasn't he? And Muya again on the near side. Chances on the overlap. Good pull back. Goto! St. Jordan ahead. 2 goals in 8 minutes. Muya for Yukrod. And the fine placement. Goto right in the middle to score. Ivan Leko is getting that sinking feeling again. Unless Delors can produce something from this late free kick. Deep by Delors. Leonardo Lopez! Oh, what a save by Kukubo! And Gore, side netting! And Kukubo might just have won the game for St. Jordan there. Heroic stuff from the Canaries keeper. It was a brilliant free kick in by Delors. It came out to Leonardo Lopez. And what a save this is! Gore on the rebound, side netting. And surely from Ghent's point of view, that's the end of that. Brilliant save by Kukubo. St. Jordan have done it again. 4 wins in a row for the first time in 4 seasons. They're keeping up with Anderlecht, and they're now only 6 points off Union to the top. Wouter Rankin gets another one over the club that sacked him in January. In contrast, Ghent's last 4 games, yielding only 2 points. But the Canaries are looking brilliant. Wouter Rankin has turned around their fortunes. Ghent 1, St. Jordan 2. A great week to win. Standard 1-0 at Mechelen for the first time in 8 visits. Antwerp at Club Brugge for only the second time in 27 trips. Genk beating Leuven 2-1. Anderlecht with only their second win in 17 meetings against Union. And St. Jordan coming from behind to win their mini-topper against Ghent. The 3 Saturday games, all draws. Dender 2, Westerlo 2, Zulte 1, Cercle 1, Charleroi 0, Le Louvier 0. For the top 6 losing, Union stay 4 points clear of Club Brugge, but Anderlecht are only 5 off the top now, and St. Jordan 6. Mechelen stay 5th despite losing. Genk displace Ghent in 6th. Standard Liège rise into the top half of the table. The bottom 2 gaining a point. Dender still bottom, Cercle above them. Royal Antwerp's win sees them climb out of the bottom 4, with Westerlo dropping it. A big game in the bottom 6 Friday night. Le Louvier face bottom side Dender. Cercle hosts Standard with 3 of the top 4 playing Saturday night. Union hosts 7th place Ghent, with 2nd place up for grabs now between St. Jordan and Club Brugge. On Sunday, Mechelen and 5th host Charleroi. It's Westerlo, Anderlecht, Antwerp, Genk and Leuven against Zulte Waregem. Until next time, from Will Downing and the Pro League TV team in Brussels, enjoy your football.